not that bad.
Yes, it is.
No, come on.
Okay.
It's better
All
than
right.
the beta was.
Oh, yes. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that in a sec. We are back once again with the Pop Culture Cosmos. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here. Well, I finally, after a long time coming, I tell you what, it's great to have these guys on the show. I've been pestering them nonstop, including one of my dearest friends, and one of my longtime comrades out there when it comes to Game Source. You got to check out what they're doing when it comes to Game Source right here on the Pop Culture Cosmos channel, also Pop Culture Cosmos, and they have their own Twitch channels as well. You also got to catch all their social media because they keep you up to date what's going on with everything in the video gaming world. Plus, they also give me a hand in running Game Source on Facebook to give you the latest and greatest in gaming news. They are Stereo Monroy in the house. It is my longtime friend Degenerate08, or as he goes by Degenerate 2018 on Twitch, Jamie Monroy, and also his awesome son, much handsomer, much better looking, much more intelligent than his dad, Mr. Tony Monroy as well. Guys, great to have you on the show.
It's good to be here.
All right, and you notice I already went ahead and insulted your dad like 3 times already within the first minute.
It's just like old times.
Just like old times, indeed. Although we used to do it to someone else, but we won't go there. But, no, it is great to have you, my friend. I'm just so thrilled to have both you guys, especially you, Jamie, because after I know you're going through a lot as far as a lot of stuff going on in the video gaming world and a lot of scheduling issues as far as because you're so busy with what everything you're doing as far as the streaming and all that. So I'm just so privileged to have you both on the show here today. But we're here to talk video games, my friend. And I want to ask you first off, I'll start with you, my friend. I want to hear your thoughts, Jamie, on what's going on with a possible new Xbox on the way, because even more rumors are abound that a new Xbox is coming along the way, which is to no surprise. We've actually talked about it several times on the show, but it may be coming along with the new Halo Infinite, which a lot of people had actually thought it was going to be coming to the Xbox One.
Well, I mean, it's Halo, it's their stable, so I think that's a good move for them. If they're going to move forward with that and push that as a launch, it was huge for them back in the day. Why not let history repeat itself?
Absolutely, and you're right. It is history repeating itself. It's obviously one of their best success stories. It came out right out of the gate with the original Xbox and Halo coming right with each other. Although, unfortunately, they were not able to keep up that momentum with anything else when it comes to the Xbox. But Halo really set the bar for them as I don't want to say a killer app because it really didn't vault them over the PlayStation 2 or whatever Nintendo was doing at that point in time. But still, it made them credible right off the get-go with an outstanding game. And obviously, there's an affinity for Halo that really is there. And to this day, Halo Infinite, which eventually will come out, looks like from all rumors may actually be the get-go as far as the original launch game, the launch title for the next evolution of Xbox. Tony, your thoughts on the Halo series where it stands now? Is Halo Infinite something that will get you excited to get back into Xbox and actually get you excited enough to buy a new version of the Xbox console?
I might need money to buy a console first, but
talk to dad.
You guys are getting a little distorted. What was that?
Well, yeah. Let me repeat myself. Talk to dad. You know they do it in my house. That seems like talk to dad.
Sounds about right.
So with it being not new consoles that are coming out, I think it is good to have that big face that they have for the company. Halo being, like my dad said, one of the biggest, if not the face of what Xbox games have been. So I think it will get people excited. I think Halo's lost its touch over the last couple iterations of it. So I hope it can make its comeback with this, especially being on these new consoles, because gaming consoles are only gonna get better and more innovative. So I think it's good to showcase such a iconic game on something that's coming out.
Now, one of the most interesting things as far as news stories for the Xbox actually has come out in the past couple weeks. And Jamie, I know you caught wind of this. In fact, I think you were the first one to spread the news on it for our Game Source Facebook page, and that was the inference that Xbox and Nintendo are having a love fest to the point where we might be seeing Xbox Live in some form on the Nintendo Switch, or a version of that on the Nintendo Switch per se. Your thoughts on actually seeing this develop and what that means long term for possibly the latest Xbox that hopefully will come out most likely not this year, but sometime I'm assuming in 2020.
I don't know. I mean, do you think this is more of a biggest slap in the face to, haha, Sony, look, we're playing nice with others where you guys just tend not to?
I think this is a role reversal, so to speak, from the time that we saw originally when the Xbox One was introduced, and it was going to be always online and a lot of other things that, as far as sharing, you couldn't share titles and whatnot. And then PlayStation, right there at E3, they went ahead and did their famous Kaz sharing to Jack Tretton sharing the disc and whatnot, showing that you could actually game share. And that, to me, was one of the key moments in the history of the PlayStation 4, and one of the, I guess, the catapulting reasons as far as initially how the PlayStation 4 became so successful. Obviously, they had to do other things to maintain that popularity to be where they were at as far as selling close to 100 million. In fact, they're probably around, if not over 100 million at this point in time as far as sales are concerned. So, but I think that initially help them get off on a good note, because, as you know, first impressions are everything. And if that's the case, this could be a big first impression for Xbox.
That's true. That's true. It also could be a sign that Nintendo's online service is possibly failing on its own. I mean, needs a
Yes.
little help.
Well, you know me, I've over the years, even off the record and as far as on air, I have expressed my doubts and concerns about Nintendo actually having any real interest in an online medium. Only lately, within the past year, have I really seen some type of improvement, incremental as it may be, but improvement in that area when it comes to providing a online service. Your thoughts, Tony, on this major step between the two as far as Xbox and Nintendo, and I guess, what does that do to you as far as if Xbox Live does come to a Nintendo platform?
Let's not forget that Bowser is going to be in control.
This is true. This is true. Yes, the new CEO for, I guess, the new president. I'm sorry, of the American operations for Nintendo. I think his name is Doug Bowser, and that is
Doug Bowser.
correct.
Yeah.
So, your thoughts on this new love fest and what we'll do for the actual Nintendo Switch and its gamers?
So I think in terms of like the community, when they see it, I think they see it more as like, oh, Xbox is crossing over into Nintendo. And personally, I don't think that's the case. I think it might be more on the lines of maybe Microsoft is taking Xbox Live as like actual like core services to Nintendo, because like looking back at Nintendo, it's never been a company that's good on keeping up with updates every 2 seconds, or having these online services. So I think it's good that they might need this help from someone who's been doing it for years.
Now that's a very astute point. I appreciate you talking about that venture point. And for Sony, hopefully this will get them as far as excited enough to go ahead and start thinking, hey, we need to start thinking as far as along the lines of what gamers are wanting. Gamers are becoming more and more attracted to this idea of Xbox now wanting to be a part of Nintendo's scheme. Can we go ahead and create our own type of great ideals that, hey, our platform is great, but we will also go ahead and embrace other platforms? Something that a lot of gamers have been asking for, as far as you being able to play online with your friends no matter what the platform, whether it be PC or any other console. And that cross-platform is something I think that's eluded a lot of people as far as what they wanted to see. I know Fortnite is really pushed for it. Apex Legends now is something that I know a lot of people are pushing for as well. Speaking of which, Apex Legends has taken the world by storm, as far as the gaming world by storm, garnering about 25, 30 million players over the course of its short period in lifespan, which is not even a month old as of this point.
Over a million in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. The numbers are there. I mean, we've reported them here on the shows and whatnot, but yes, closing in on 30 million, taking a small bite out of what the leader is right now at Fortnite. Although Fortnite is quick to tell you, no, that's not the case. Your thoughts right now on where Apex Legends is? I know they're doing some updates and some things that they're throwing into the game to make it more exciting, but your thoughts on what Apex Legends is doing right now to get people interested in a different form of the Battle Royale genre?
Oh,
That's on you, boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that it's a good fresh new face. It's kind of like I guess you would say like PUBG, that aspect, and then like Overwatch just like mashed into this great creation. And I think like they kept it silent until literally days until release. And I think that was amazing of them because it was so unexpected that, like you said, it caught everyone in the gaming community by storm. And I think it's really cool, and it's been doing so well. And I've played it myself quite a bit, and I enjoy it more than I have with any of the other Battle Royale games. I haven't played things like Realm Royale, but throughout the other ones that are, concreted themselves for this genre, I think it does well, and I think it's here to stay for a while. And I think over time they'll get better at bringing new things, because I'd eventually like to see a new map or a new like reiteration of a map. And I know a lot of people say they want the Titans in there, but I think we could go without them. I think this is good on its own, but I'd like to see new characters, new skins, additions, things like that, as everyone comes to expect from a game like this.
Now, Jamie, you've been a big proponent of Fortnite. I tell you what, every time I talk to you lately, I've either seen, heard from you, or seen you wear a lot of stuff when it comes to Fortnite. So I know how big a fan you are of the game. I know what it does as far as an entertainment value, but I also seen your streams, which you can find him at Degenerate 2018 on Twitter, on Twitch. Now, I want to know your thoughts on what this will do as far as people jumping ship from Fortnite to Apex Legends. Have you made the jump, or is it still something appealing to you to stay within the Fortnite realm?
I actually have made the jump. I actually went to Realm Royale for a little while. Then I did jump on Apex. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between some things right now. To say Fortnite is gonna be, oh my gosh, that's my go-to, I can't say that right now. It did kind of steal me away to the point to where, maybe I'll jump on Fortnite, but only if it's absolutely necessary. And the only reason I'm jumping on there right now is, to be honest, the free battle pass for the challenges, because who doesn't like the word free?
Who doesn't like the word free? I sure don't. I love the word free, and any way I can get it, or any way it can be sliced up for me. But yes, it is still something that I know the battle pass being free, or being made free and available from Fortnite, obviously is a counter move to what is being offered right now with Apex Legends, since it is the flavor of the month when it comes to the battle royale genre. It is very interesting to see how this is being played out. Plus, also, what does this do for the momentum of PUBG, originally the leader in the battle royale genre, then essentially getting drubbed by Fortnite, but then finding its own niche and finding its own growing player base, to the point where just before Apex Legends came about, it was a very, very solid number 2. So, Tony, your thoughts on if PUBG can get back into the game, as far as providing that constant flow of great things coming to it, because, like I said, it was quickly becoming the very, very competent number 2 challenger to Fortnite.
So I think PUBG is is mostly a staple that's probably going to stick within like the PC community because of how rocky the console ports were of the game.
Uh,
So I think it's always going to have its place in the PC community because with PUBG, when you jump in there, I think it's still more immersive than any of the battle royales I've played. It puts you into that scope. I think you're more drawn to surviving a lot longer than on Apex. If you jump into, because of the smaller map size, if you jump into a certain area, it's battle. It's, you're punching people from the very beginning, or even with Fortnite, which originally you were able to have that sort of cartoony PUBG action. It's all just about getting the most kills or who can get into firefights more. And I think PUBG has that a very good mix of the two, and especially with all its different map variations, I think they've done well. But I don't know if it's gonna stay that way, unfortunately. But I think it'll still always have its place.
Once again, I'm talking to Tony Monroy and Jamie Monroy. You got to check out all the stuff that they're doing on Twitch. And also you catch Tony Monroy today on his Twitter. Just follow him because he's got a lot of things to say about not only his streaming, but the video game industry as a whole. You got to check out what he's doing at WWX Echo. Plus, also my good friend Jamie Monroy, you get to check out all the stuff that he's doing on Twitch at Degenerate 2018. They keep in tune with what's going on. You check out both their streams. I'll tell you what, you'll not be shortchanged at all because they've got a lot of stuff great. Got a lot of great stuff going on when it comes to video game streaming. A lot of great game playing indeed. Guys, before we head on out, I want to ask you your thoughts on what you guys are up to when it comes to Game Source, because I know you guys restarted and rebirthed a new concept when it comes to the Game Source podcast, which you can find right now on Anchor and also on the Pop Culture Cosmos channel. But what are your thoughts out there on what's going on with Game Source, and what do you see for Game Source going forward?
Well, I know initially I see hopefully us with you on the panel at Level Up.
I'm so shy. I'm not sure.
Gee, more streaming definitely. We want to get those streams out there for you, everybody.
Yeah.
Tony works hard. I get in there when I can. Definitely we went down to the HyperX Arena the other day. Definitely want to get some stuff going on there as well. That's in the works.
Yep.
Also, I guess what is that big thing? Something in June. God, just can't remember what the heck it is.
Something in Los Angeles, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah, there's something down there too.
Yes, I believe it is coverage from E3. I've asked both of you and also the guys at Humanica Media, i.e. Josh and Chad from Hyperschmidt, to also check out what's going on at E3. So I'm hopeful that you guys will be able to all go to E3 and be able to check out what's going on there and provide a lot of good coverage while you're there. But I'm hopeful that the Game Source podcast, you'll be able to do a few of those in the future and a whole lot more. I look forward to a lot of great stuff from you guys. But any last thoughts on the way out when it comes to everything that you guys are doing in regards to the video game scene?
That's on you.
I just look forward to a lot of stuff coming from us. I've been trying to work really hard during the days, figuring out things to do when it comes to streaming, when it comes to having more ideas for podcasts, what we're gonna discuss and things like that. Always
He's
looking
become a
out for news.
merchandiser. He's selling a shirt, just letting you know.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
hit his Twitch page. It's got that merchandise button. Nice shirt. I'll show it off next time.
Yeah, it's been doing good. I've met a lot of really cool people that I'd like to get in business with over the next few months, going into E3 and stuff like that. We do have a lot of ideas in the pipeline, and I can't wait to get them out and share with the Game Source and Pop Culture Cosmos community, as well as my own community over on my Twitch channel. I think it's going to be great for all of us.
And if everybody wants to check out all the great stuff that you're doing on your Twitch channel, what is that Twitch channel name again?
My Twitch channel name is Dark Tales with 2 Z's. You can find it at twitch.tv/darktales with 2 Z's.
That's right. That's Dark Tales with 2 Z's right there for you on Twitch. And his old man, although he's not even half as old as I am, but we won't go there. It is
He
also
admitted it.
DJ.
You all heard that.
Yes, and I unfortunately freely admit it now. I wasn't admitting it before. If you can find our old Game Source podcast, but
This is
yeah,
true.
I was constantly ribbed on it, anyways. But
It was by a small river called denial.
yeah, exactly. When we started out, everybody was ribbing me as being the old man. Now I'm actually even the older man. So what does that make me? So I don't know.
The wise man.
Actually, probably makes me senile, but we won't go there.
Hey,
But
senility is wisdom, apparently.
exactly. So I'll tell you what, my friend, you're also doing some great stuff. What is coming on the way, or some final words from you before we head on out?
Final words from me. Gosh, what more could I say that you guys even want to hear other than, as far as the big podcast coming from Game Source, we are going to work on doing at least 1 to 2 a month. I'll admit that out the gate. I know backed by popular demand, Game Source +1.
I'm hoping so. Yeah, that would be great to just provide you with continuous small little updates that I'd
Small,
love to
sweet, to the point.
That would be awesome to get that back and rolling again. I know a lot of people loved it while we were there. In fact, during the course of the time that we were doing yourgamesource.com and also GameSource, it was actually one of our most popular, if not our most popular outlet for just learning more about pop culture and gaming, the GameSource +1. So I know Josh wants to do something similar for pop culture. So that would be a great intermix indeed. Guys, it's just been great having you on. Finally got you
like
on
Jump
after
Force.
exactly. We've done stuff together. We've done charity events together. We've done a lot of stuff together outside, but I've been trying to get you back on the air. It's just so great to do so. Tony Monroy and Jamie Monroy, my longtime friend, who I don't know, still acknowledges I'm his friend in public.
I would hope
which is,
so.
I know. I'm just grateful that you do. Exactly. And I'm just still humbled that you have that you procured one of my sayings and used it on your Facebook page. That to me I found the other day and I thought was really cool. But what are you gonna do? But
that wisdom
exactly. Yes, my lawyer will be speaking to you very shortly.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. No, it's great to always talk to you guys. Great to have you part of the show. You guys have got to come on more often and be a regular part of this show. I just really just need to know the video game updates that you guys constantly provide and your thoughts on the video game industry. Great to have you part of the show. Always great to have you guys back on and be a part of the pop culture cosmos.
Welcome to be here. It was my pleasure.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.
Keep an eye out. I'll let you guys know the status. I'm getting in on that Call of Duty World League, hitting 3rd place in my division right now. Just saying.
There you go. You're the man. Why didn't you put that in the show? Why didn't you put that in the segment in earlier?
Because it's shameless plugging at the end.
You know what? NASCAR does it every single time. So.
That's right. And I did it with a little more, English in class. I wasn't like, hey, what's going around the train? There's not about there. There's a lot of wind. And tell you what.
There you go.
None of that.
Well, it's great to have you again. Both guys, just truly appreciate have you part of the pop culture cosmos.
Thank you.